Fans of Mike Flanagan's The Haunting of Hill House know exactly how high the bar was raised when it arrived on Netflix in 2018. Streaming horror had already found its groove, but Hill House instantly felt like the apex, emotionally devastating, technically audacious, and layered with themes that still haunt viewers years later. For many, it became the benchmark to measure all small-screen horror against. Yet while Hill House remains a towering accomplishment, it isn't the only series capable of scratching that same itch. Several TV shows like The Haunting of Hill House echo its emotional weight, creeping dread, and patient, character-driven storytelling. Some mirror its focus on trauma, others share its slow-burn unease, but each one earns a place beside it as top-tier horror TV. Channel Zero, 2016 to 2018, a mix of trauma, surreal dread, and atmospheric storytelling that mirrors Hill House's emotional intensity. Across its 4-season run, SYFY's Channel Zero proved anthology horror can be both intimate and unrelentingly unnerving. While each season of Channel Zero adapts a different creepypasta, the series maintains a grounded emotional core that fans of The Haunting of Hill House will immediately recognize. Its imagery is bold, its pacing deliberate, and its sense of isolation consistently suffocating in the best possible way. Season 2, No End House, is particularly essential for anyone chasing that Hill House feeling. Its protagonist Margot Sleater, Amy Forsyth, is haunted by trauma that refuses to stay buried, something Hill House fans will find incredibly familiar. The season turns grief into a literal, predatory force, echoing the Crane family's struggle in a fresh, imaginative way. More broadly, Channel Zero shares Hill House's tonal DNA. It's gorgeous but disturbing, emotional but unsentimental, and always more interested in mood and psychology than jump scares, though Channel Zero has no shortage of scary moments. Those who loved how Mike Flanagan used ghosts as expressions of internal wounds will find a similar approach here, albeit filtered through anthology storytelling. Even outside Season 2, every installment of Channel Zero embraces a slow, dreamlike dread that works beautifully for fans who prefer horror that lingers. It's one of the most consistently strong horror shows of the last decade, and for Hill House fans, it's about as close to a guaranteed hit as TV gets. The terror, 2018 present, bleak atmosphere and creeping psychological horror capture the same quiet dread that made Hill House unforgettable. Season 1 of AMC's The Terror is a masterclass in slow, suffocating despair. Set aboard the doomed Franklin expedition, the series blends historical drama with supernatural menace, but its true horror is found in how isolation corrupts its characters. Fans of The Haunting of Hill House will immediately appreciate the emphasis on internal decay and human fragility. The ensemble cast of The Terror, led by Jared Harris as Captain Cozier in Season 1, gives the show its emotional force. The men aboard the ships may be stalked by an impossible creature, but the real terror lies in their unraveling minds. As in Hill House, the hauntings feel as psychological as they are literal, with trauma, guilt, and fear operating as invisible antagonists. Visually, The Terror commits to the same kind of immersive mood-building that Mike Flanagan uses so effectively. Long stretches of quiet dread, punctuated by startling bursts of horror, create an atmosphere that feels utterly inescapable. The show rewards patient viewers who enjoy world-building as much as scares. Season 2, Infamy, tells a completely different story but is absolutely worth watching. While the setting and cast change, its focus on personal demons, cultural trauma, and supernatural folklore continues the show's tradition of emotionally grounded horror. Both seasons prove that horror and prestige TV can go hand in hand, just like Hill House. Archive 81, 2022, eerie slow burn and layered timelines echo Hill House's structure and creeping emotional suspense. An underrated Netflix gem, Archive 81 is tailor-made for fans who loved Hill House's intricate structure and willingness to let tension simmer. The show follows archivist Dan Turner, Mahmouda Athi, who becomes obsessed with the mystery surrounding documentary filmmaker Melody Pendra's, Dina Shahabi, as he restores her damaged tapes. The series effortlessly weaves together past and present, creating a narrative rhythm Hill House viewers will instantly recognize. Archive 81's commitment to slow burn horror make it a true standout. Instead of relying on constant scares, it builds an atmosphere of gathering unease, allowing tiny details to accumulate until they become overwhelming. Fans who appreciated the careful way The Haunting of Hill House revealed the Crane family's buried traumas will love how this comparatively under-the-radar Netflix show unspools its mysteries. The performances of the Archive 81 cast anchor the emotional weight of the story. Dan's isolation and grief become as central to the plot as the occult conspiracy he uncovers, while Melody's desperation adds a tragic undercurrent that deepens the suspense. This emotional grounding is what allows the supernatural moments to land with such force. Even though Netflix ended the show too soon, Archive 81 still delivers a complete and gripping horror experience. Its multi-layered storytelling, mournful tone, and lingering dread make it one of the closest matches to Hill House in recent memory. It's the kind of unsettling series that sticks with viewers long after the final frame. Fall of the House of Usher, 2023, a heavy dose of Flanagan's signature blend of gothic horror and emotional storytelling that Hill House fans crave. There's no better place for Hill House fans to go next than another Mike Flanagan project, and The Fall of the House of Usher stands as his most refined Netflix collaboration to date. It's a stylish, sharply crafted adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's works, infused with Flanagan's characteristic emotional sincerity and icy atmosphere. The series follows Roderick Usher, Bruce Greenwood, and his crumbling family empire, leaning more into satirical horror than Flanagan's previous shows. Even so, the emotional devastation, slow-burning tension, and carefully layered character arcs will feel instantly familiar to anyone who loved Hill House. Flanagan once again proves his talent for crafting horror that hits the heart as hard as the nerves. In addition to The Fall of the House of Usher, Hill House fans should also keep other Mike Flanagan Netflix shows like The Haunting of Bly Manor and Midnight Mass in mind. While each offers something distinct, all share Hill House's thematic DNA. Flanagan's Netflix work is remarkably consistent, but Usher feels like his most ambitious and confident project. What truly makes House of Usher essential viewing for Hill House fans is its emotional precision. Beneath the baroque deaths and gothic excess lies a story about legacy, consequences, and the rot that festers beneath denial. Flanagan excels at turning the supernatural into a metaphor, and here he does it with razor-sharp clarity. Marianne, 2019, takes Hill House's escalating dread and amplifies it into some of the scariest television in years. Netflix's Marianne is the rare horror series that feels genuinely dangerous. From its opening moments, the French Netflix show embraces an atmosphere of escalating terror that never loosens its grip. Fans of The Haunting of Hill House who crave that